just for a week, if you eat bad stuff, that can really set you back, you know. And a person like me, since I know what it is to have gut problems, I never ever want to go back there. So I'm not taking any chances to eat anything that's gonna cause me to have problems. Hey friends, welcome to another video. This video is an updated video from my how to heal chronic leaky gut. And I made a video almost 2 years ago concerning that. And this video has kind of taken on a lot of interest. So we get a lot of questions about leaky gut and like somebody actually asked me if if I have any updates. So I'm gonna do a video. Actually, I'm doing the video now. That's why I'm doing this video. I like to give you guys what you ask for. But let's talk about leaky gut because I had problems with leaky gut. And by eating a natural, strict, healthy diet, I was able to get rid of my leaky gut. And so I just want to come back here and just share and update you guys on where I am today. All right. So in the previous video, which I'm going to link here for you guys, I talked about how I was having issue after I gave birth to my third child. And I just couldn't figure out what's wrong with me. And then eventually I found out I was having gut issues. So that was my big problem. And so I had to fix my gut problems because I strongly believe that pharmaceutical medicine is not the way to go for certain things. I think certain things has a lot to do with nutrition and diet. And so if we change our nutrition and our diet, those things can be healed. And other things you need, pharmaceutical medicine, so you have to take them. But certain things I think you don't need them. And my leaky gut, I think I didn't need to take drugs and I didn't need to, follow certain protocols that I was told to follow because this is my gut, this is my body, and I don't want to be taking pills forever if I don't have to. So I went the natural way. And so I was able to get rid of that. Now, it's been almost how many years now? Maybe 16 years? Yes, about 16 years now. And I have no issues at all with my gut. I have kept up with my regimen and my food. I've added things, I've taken away things out of my diet. And I'm just going to tell you what really, really works for me. And I also helped many people who had that same gut issues. Before I start telling you about what I did and my update, I'm going to tell you about a friend of mine. So a friend of mine, brother, had leaky gut since he was 12 years old. And he was just suffering. He was at the point where he couldn't go to school, he couldn't do anything, he was at home, and they were just worried. They took him to all kind of specialists, all kind of doctors, and nobody seemed to help him. He went from a healthy child, normal weight, to like basically a skeleton. And he had that since he was 12. And when I met his sister, he was, I think, 18. Yeah, he was about 18. And so they was just at their wits end because at that time he has gone down to like 60 pounds, right? Because everything he eats just comes out. So he was really having issues. And then by chance we met and we started talking, and she said, I know people from the Caribbean because okay, I have to be careful what I say here because I don't want like to say certain things that that's gonna kind of give away people's privacy. But anyways, this family is a family of doctors. The entire family is doctors, and they have tried anything. Anyways, somebody told her that people with our melanin skin have lots of, um, home remedies and a lot of things that we drink and whatever. Maybe if she can talk to, you know, somebody like me, that, like a black person, they may be able to give us some remedies from their country to help her brother, of course. And of course she spoke to me, and I told her what I did and some of the stuff that I used, and I gave her a huge bag of the stuff, and she took it home and she gave it to her brother, and her brother followed my regimen, and today he's fine. Honestly, like, he's fine. He's today, he's just a regular, normal person. He doesn't have the issue anymore. So, as you see, you don't really need certain medical intervention, as I said, for certain things, because you can help yourself out. So, let's get into where I am today. So, today, as you can see, I'm healthy, I'm not sick, I don't have any gut issues at all. I'm completely healed. Hooray! Hallelujah. So, in my other video, I talk about green drinks. Guys, green drinks are a lifesaver. Green drinks, when you drink a green drink every single day, it just does something awesome for your stomach. It just does awesome stuff for your intestine, awesome stuff for your colon. It's healing, all these minerals and all those amazing stuff that is inside the juice just go right straight to the bloodstreams, and all this nutrition just go right into your stomach, and it helps healing. So if you have, like you say, if your stomach walls, your gut walls is having issue, by drinking green drinks, it really helps the healing process. And green drinks is something that I started with in my regimen, and I have kept that up in my regimen. So if you're having gut issue, green drink is the way to go, because that's the number one thing that's going to heal you. Now, I use a lot of herbs like oregano, cardamom, mint. Like, I use a lot of seeds also to make oils. I drink tiny bit of oils infused with different cardamom, like caraway, ajawan, all that kind of stuff. I take tiny bits of oil, like a half a teaspoon in the morning time and all that, to moisturize my body from inside, to heal my gut from inside. The next thing that I do is fermented stuff, guys. Fermented things, incredible, amazing for the gut system. It has loads and loads of probiotic, and that's going to help to heal your gut. This works for me amazingly. Kombucha, pickles, make your own pickles. I don't like store-bought pickles so much, but I like to make my own pickles. Just buy cucumbers, make your own pickles. It's very easy to make. There's very simple recipes out there that you can follow. You know exactly what you're gonna put in yours. Put garlic. Garlic is very good for fungal infection. It's awesome for your gut. Put garlic in there. Put some cinnamon. Put things that you love. Put a little bit of parsley. Put a little bit of bay leaf inside. Things that's going to be good for your body. Bay leaf is awesome for your gut also. So put things in there that are good for your body. The store-bought stuff just have salt and vinegar. No, put some more nutrient-dense medicinal herbs in there. That's going to help your gut, And fermented stuff have lots of probiotics, and probiotic is awesome for the gut system. So, fermented foods, fermented carrots. You can ferment carrots. You can ferment cabbage. You can ferment beets. Something that I have right now in my diet is fermented beets. So all you need to do is get fresh organic beets or grow your own, cut it up, put it in, wash it well, of course, cut it up, put it in a jar, add like 4 or 5 teaspoons of sugar, cover it, leave it on your counter for 1 week or 2 weeks if you want. Depends on how fizzy you want it. And in about a week or two, depends on how you like the flavor, you have this rich drink from the beets, and it's fermented. It tastes awesome. If you like it sweeter, put more sugar in it. If you don't like it sweet, put less sugar. You just want it to ferment. But that beet is amazing. It goes down into your stomach, it coats the stomach, and man, it's amazing. Fill you up with nutrients. It's nutrient dense. It contains folic acid, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E. Beets are filled with iron and just all the nutrients that you need for your gut. Beet plus the fermentation with the lactobacteria, awesome. So this is something that I also added into my regimen for my gut. The next thing I've added into my gut is lots of plant-based drinks. So I hardly drink milk anymore. I still drink milk every now and then because sometimes milk kind of upset my stomach sometimes. I don't know if the milk come from somewhere different sometimes. I have no idea, but sometimes when I drink milk, it makes me very mucusy. So I tend to avoid milk as much as I can, you know, but I like plant-based milk. So learn to make your own oatmeal, your own almond milk, you own cashew milk, all those kind of stuff. Just invest in a good blender, blend it up, put it in the fridge. Very simple. I make fresh nut milk at least 2 to 3 times a week because I love nut milk. So this is one of the things that I added in my regimen for my gut. The next thing that I do is I eat a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. Kiwi is my favorite fruit. I mean, it's like I love kiwi. I eat kiwi mostly every day. Bananas, I eat bananas every single day. And avocados. I eat avocado 3, 4 times a week. So my diet is packed. And I mean, every meal that I make that goes into my body, I consume, has fruits, vegetables in it. I don't eat anything unless I'm eating fruits and vegetables in it because I have to protect my gut. When you eat food that doesn't have vegetables in it, it makes an imbalance in your gut system, right? And that's what you don't want to you don't want to do that. If you're eating bread, make sure you put some lettuce in it. If you're eating bread and cheese, make sure you eat some banana, or you eat a kiwi, or you eat an orange, or you eat some kind of thing that's just gonna balance what you're eating. Do not eat like bread alone, or you drink some bread and tea. Like, where is the roughage for your gut system? You gotta have some kind of roughage. Bread and cheese and an apple. That's a better thing, right? Bread, cheese, some pickle, bread, eggs, and some fermented cabbage, bread and some slight like a salad with some kale. Always have some roughage, something green when you're eating. People who have gut issues need to do that. You need to do that because if you don't keep your gut in order, like just eating something bad for, I don't know, just for a week, if you eat bad stuff, that can really set you back. And a person like me, since I know what it is to have gut problems, I never ever want to go back there. So I'm not taking any chances to eat anything that's gonna cause me to have problems. Yeah, I ate some food because I was out. I ate some junk food because I was just hungry and I wasn't gonna get home in time. Bad idea. Bad idea. My stomach was killing me. Okay? Honestly, I came home and I was just sick because I ate this thing in the morning and we were like away, and I was just looking to find some good food, but I just couldn't find some things that I want to eat. And most of the things that they were selling was cold stuff. Me, I can't eat any like cold sandwiches and stuff that people make because it tends to make me sick. So I have to stay away from all that kind of stuff, all this mayonnaise and stuff like that. That's not for me. It makes me sick in my stomach. So I can't eat those kind of stuff. So I was just like sometimes you're just hungry, you just gotta eat something. And I did that and I knew I shouldn't, but it was my fault because I should have bring something with me because I knew I wasn't home. But again, I was in a rush and things happen, okay? But I was able to remedy that really, really quick. And I came home, and I drink my herbal tea and I drink some green drinks. I was able to flush that thing out of my system so I wouldn't have any problems. The next thing that I don't I don't do is I don't eat anything peppery. Pepper, ooh, pepper is it's gonna be the death of me if I eat any pepper, okay? My stomach hurts me and it's just not a good thing for me. So for my gut, I don't eat any pepper whatsoever. Nothing hot. Forget it. Okay? Um, but I must say that I do make a fermented pepper, like cayenne pepper, fermented with vinegar and sugar and ginger, and it becomes, once you ferment it, it becomes very, very sweet. And I do drink a tiny bit of that for my gut because somebody told me this remedy years ago, and I do take it every couple of months. That does not affect my stomach. I don't know what's the reason, because I think it's because it's fermented. It doesn't bother me, but this is supposed to like help you with your circulation and help your gut also. So I think it's because of the lacto fermentation. It doesn't bother my stomach. That's the only way I can eat pepper, in this fermented medicinal way. Just half, like 1 small tablespoon, I take that, and you just feel like it's the heat, and then you drink water or some juice or something like that, and it's good, but it doesn't bother my stomach. But if I eat any other pepper that's not fermented, or forget it, end of me. All right, so the next thing I don't do is, like I talked about sugar, stay away from sugar. I tend to stay away from a lot of seafoods. I don't eat seafood except fish. No shrimp, no lobster, none of that sort of things. I don't eat those kind of stuff. I just eat kosher, clean foods. So that's what I eat for my gut. So I don't eat anything that's not heated up, like cold cuts and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't do well for my gut, so I don't eat that. Next thing I do, I eat a lot of bone broth. Bone broth, oh my goodness. I think I eat bone broth mostly every week. A lot of bone broth for me, and a lot of soups. Nice, hearty soups, at least once or twice a week. Lots of water. I drink distilled water now. Yep, distilled water. So no more well, I do drink regular water every now and then, but my water every day is distilled water. And distilled water removes inorganic stuff from your body, so it's good for you. That's why they give babies distilled water. So I've been drinking distilled water for years now, and it's perfect for your gut. So if you're having gut issues, drink distilled water. What else do I do for my guts? Well, I think that's basically it for now for my gut. Um, and I've been like oiling my stomach. So I've been dry brushing. So you get like a brush, and you just dry brush your body in like in this direction with your hand, like in the outward direction, and then you put oil on your stomach, and you give it a good rub. And this, by dry brushing and by oiling your stomach and rubbing it, it also help the lymph nodes it helps the lymph nodes to release toxins and to just do a better job. So yeah, so that's something that you can put into your regiment. And I just eat clean foods, guys, just clean foods. And I just stay away from all processed foods. So me and processed food, forget it. I just make everything from scratch. I eat a lot of whole wheat bread. I don't eat white bread. The breads that I make them at home. I make my own bagels, and I make my own regular bread. I use a lot of flax seeds and nuts in my breads. And I use almond flour in my breads. What else do I put in my breads? Anyways, I put a lot of seeds. I put sesame seeds in my breads. So I use a lot of seeds and nuts. And as we know, seeds and nuts are nutrient dense. And so all these nutrients, goes into my body, and it really helps my body to remain healthy, and it really heals my gut. Something else that I drink also is cod liver oil. Taking cod liver oil once or twice a week. Cod liver oil is an old remedy. Since I was a kid, we took cod liver oil. So cod liver oil is very good. It contains a lot of vitamin A. And another thing that I take daily is vitamin C. I take a lot of vitamin C, guys. Like I take about 1,500. That's 3 vitamin C pills per day. Right? I do the suckable ones. I do that. So I take a lot of vitamin C. And vitamin C, why I take a lot of vitamin C is because it's healing for the gut. Vitamin C heals and it's not poisonous, or you can get overdose on vitamin C because you pee it out, and the more water you drink, you just flush it out of your system. But it's very good for healing. So if you have any scarring in your gut system, if you have any problems with the walls in your gut, the vitamin C is really gonna help that. And you can also drink a lot of like lemonade and all that kind of stuff, but just watch the sugar content, okay, guys? Just watch the sugar. You can drink lemonade with orange and stuff like that, but it's good if you fresh squeeze the juice, or you add a tiny bit of water if you want, but just kind of stay away from the sugar if you're gonna make lemonade. Just watch the sugar content, because the sugar is not very good for your gut. All right, so guys, this is my update. This is some of the things that I did, and I hope you learned something from this video and you take some of these tips and you bring it with some of the things that you're already doing, and tell me how it's going, and what's happening, and if you feel better. So as I always say, ciao ciao. Thanks for watching. Think beautiful thoughts in your head, and I'll see you in the next video.